secret unveiled. The giant lid is lifted, revealing a magnificent culinary masterpiece, a fragrant pilaf with golden, crispy chicken. Tiny builders are hard at work, scooping up spoonfuls of rice and transporting ingredients. Watch out! A crane is carefully lowering another massive piece of chicken onto this delicious construction site. Meanwhile, a crew is hard at work inside, a giant pumpkin. No one knows exactly what they're building, but one thing's for sure, it's a mystery project that's bound to be delicious. A giant piece of salmon sushi is being gripped by an equally giant pair of chopsticks. Two tiny workers are holding on for dear life, making sure it doesn't fall. Now, that's what I call top-tier teamwork. Over in the dessert zone, a river of rich, velvety chocolate is cascading onto a giant cake. Tiny pastry chefs are hard at work, turning this sweet masterpiece into something truly legendary. Three tiny chefs are climbing a ladder, carefully decorating a towering stack of colorful macarons. When art meets dessert, you just know the result is going to be a masterpiece. Cut to the kitchen. Wait a minute. Is that a cat cooking soup? It looks pretty serious about it, but how's it gonna taste? Let's just hope it's not tuna soup. Inside a giant bowl of noodles, tiny chefs are flipping and tumbling as they craft the freshest strands of pasta. Now that's a noodle recipe that takes both passion and serious athletic skills. The tiny chef crew is putting the finishing touches on a fully loaded taco. The perfect bite, just the right amount of heat, just the right amount of flavor explosion. Meanwhile, on the coffee front, tiny builders are carefully sprinkling sugar into a giant cup of coffee. A super sweet masterpiece is in the making. This chubby little cutie looks beyond excited for that crispy, golden fried tofu. Just look at the way they're digging in. Who could possibly resist? Inside a sliced open watermelon, a fully furnished dollhouse is being built. Now this is the ultimate level of living close to nature. Tiny chefs are drizzling sauce over giant scoops of ice cream and topping it off with a perfect little cherry. This is sweetness at its finest. A crane is carefully placing crispy fried meat onto a plate of pilaf. Is this a tiny-sized five-star restaurant or what? On the production line, tiny workers are neatly stacking perfectly ripe dates. Precision down to the millimeter. This job is no joke. Tiny chefs are working together to craft the ultimate double-decker burger. Just look at those layers of meat, veggies, and sauce. Makes you want to take a big bite right now. A close-up of the perfect double-decker burger, stacked with crispy bacon, fresh lettuce, juicy tomatoes, and melty cheese. Now that's an edible masterpiece. Over here, our chef cat is back at it, stir-frying veggies like a pro. What's its secret to keeping them so perfectly green and fresh? Chefs are climbing ladders, carefully crafting latte art on a giant cup of coffee. This isn't just coffee, it's a drinkable masterpiece. On the double-decker burger, a team of tiny workers is climbing ladders, carefully stacking each ingredient in place. This is next-level food engineering at its finest. Giant scoops of ice cream are drizzled with sauce, while tiny chefs are hard at work inside a jar of caviar. Just looking at this is enough to make your mouth water.